Hello, I'm DVDweasel and I am filling in today on Tuesday on the Real DVD Watchers for, I think Civilian Snowman has the spot. He should have if he hasn't, because he's a great YouTuber. But yeah, I'm filling in for him. This week I'm reviewing Shane Meadows' This Is England. This Is England is basically a story of Sean, an 11-year-old kid who after the death of his dad, he gets bullied at school a lot, and he's not having a very good time at home either, because his dad's gone obviously, and it's just him and his mum, and it's not very, and his mum doesn't understand what he needs, like how he feels and stuff. Well, he doesn't think his mum understands, and he doesn't think she would understand if he explained anything to her. And as he's walking home one day, he meets this gang of skinheads, and these aren't the violent racist skinheads that everyone talks about. These are just the ones who wear the clothes and listen to the music. They take him in, they befriend him, and he starts hanging about with them a lot, and he has a great time. And he learns how to stand up to bullies and all this stuff. And then, as at a party one night, a racist skinhead called Combo comes back out of prison and back into the party, and because he used to be in the gang about 3-4 years ago, I can't remember how long his sentence was. He comes back and he wants to join in the gang again, but he realises, and he actually respects that all of them don't really want to be part of the racist movement anymore. So he asks them who wants to join him and who wants to leave. A few of them leave, and Sean feels like he'd be doing his dad proud if he joined him, so he joins him. And then from there on, we see kind of the decline of Sean's character, because he's getting mixed up in all this racist violence and these racist gangs, and it's not a very nice thing to see. Basically, everybody talks about this film being really racist and unflinchingly racist, and it just shows everything, and it's really violent. It's not all that violent. It is racist, but it does not glorify racism. Well, the film isn't racist itself. It has a lot of racist content, but it doesn't glorify it in the absolute slightest. All the way through, up until the end, which I won't spoil because I don't like when people spoil stuff for me, so I won't spoil it for anyone else. Up until the end, it shows it in a very neutral light. It shows it from a very unbiased standpoint, and by the end, it definitely shows it in a negative view. I'm sure of that. It is one that I would recommend to everybody. This doesn't mean I'm finishing the review yet. I would recommend it to everybody, and I don't see a reason, unless you're offended by racist language and you just can't handle it, I don't see a reason why everybody shouldn't see it, unless it doesn't interest you, which I don't know why. But yeah, I would also like to comment on the music. The music in this film is really well put together for the time that it's set in. There is a lot of sad piano music in there's one montage in particular when Sean's just becoming a racist, and it's really emotional and quite draining actually, which I was surprised at. And the rest of the music is just like music from the time, reggae music that the skinheads listen to, and it all fits in perfect. And Shane Meadows is an amazing director. It stars Stephen Graham and Thomas Tergoose. Stephen Graham is, you might know from from Snatch. He played Tommy. I got it mixed up, sorry. He was also in Band of Brothers, and it says here that he was in Gangs of New York on the back, but I haven't seen Gangs of New York, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, he's amazing. He plays Combo, the racist skinhead, and I think Stephen Graham can play any character. Well, everything I've seen of his is amazing. He's great in Band of Brothers. He's hilarious in Snatch, and in this he is very, very what's the word? Convincing. Well, not convincing. There was another word, but I completely forgot about it. He, close to the end, you do see a lot more in his character that you thought you saw at the start. You thought you saw at the start a really racist. He is still really racist, obviously, but just a mindless, violent thug. But at the end, you start to see a softer side to his character. But everybody kind of rejects that softer side, which is what forces him to go into the violent streak that he has at the end, which I won't spoil. Thomas Tergoose was actually very, very, very good, and he isn't actually a trained actor. They had to bribe him with a new bike, and I don't know. I watched an interview, and I think they bribed him with like a new bike, some PS2 games and stuff. And he didn't want to do it for a bit, and then they said, we've got another one, a real actor, lined up, so if you don't want to do it, then it's okay. And he was like, if you've got someone else lined up, I'll just do it. So he came in, and since then he's been on a lot of things. He was in Eden Lake, he was in... oh shit, I've seen him in a few things. I haven't seen Eden Lake, I've just seen him on the back of the box, because I've got it, but I haven't watched it. This is just an incredible, incredible film. It's also based on Shane Meadows' personal experience as a child. He got involved in a racist group, and this isn't really a spoiler for the ending, because I don't tell you what exactly happens, but Shane Meadows was in the racist skinhead gang. He thought it was the right thing to do at the time. He didn't know anything better, and he was in it until somebody, there was loads of racist violence going on, and he saw one act of violence that really turned him around, and that's kind of what happens in This Is England. I can't really say any more. Sorry if the review was really short, and sorry if it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. Well, not as I thought it would be, as the real DVD watchers expect. But yeah, I would give this a 10 out of 10. It's a near a 9 out of 10, sorry. I was over-exaggerating a bit there. It's a near masterpiece. It's one of the best British films I've ever seen. It's one of my favourite. I could watch it again a few times, actually. It's just pretty disturbing in parts. So yeah, that was my review for This Is England, this day on the Real DVD Watchers. I will be back next week on Tuesday. I don't know what I'm reviewing yet, but it'll be something epic. I have in mind, if I can get around to watching them, I'm going to review the Sergio Leone Dollars trilogy. I've seen Fistful of Dollars and it was great. I've got A Few Dollars More and The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, and it's just finding the time. I'll be able to watch Fistful of Dollars one night this week, but The Good, the Bad and the Ugly is nearly 3 hours long, so I'll have to watch it at the weekend if I get time. If not, I'll just like watch Eden Lake or review Scarface, because I watched that and it was excellent. So yeah, that was it. So thanks for watching. Goodbye.